what is the price difference between native development and cross-platform development?
Before I will answer that, just wanted to answer. We've received 2 questions, the technical questions. Probably we will leave that at the end. At the end, there will be a QA session, so we will answer that later on. And going back to the pricing difference question. So yeah, like you said, Gareth, this is the most common question that we get from our customers when discussing cross-platform frameworks. And to be able to answer that question properly, I probably need to explain a little bit more about how a development team is structured and what typical architecture of mobile app system look like. Let's start with the app architecture. So current IT systems can be really complicated. There are a number of different components and several different technologies, which we call programming languages or development platforms, which we use in the development process. And depending on the kind of the system that is being developed, different architecture patterns can be applied to meet the project goal. But I would say that one thing is common in mobile project, let's say, the front-end applications, so the Android, iOS, the web application used by the end customers of the system are the clients of the backend solution. We call those components the clients of in the client server architecture. So the front-end application, the client, uses the API that is exposed by the backend server solution. And it's always like that. Mobile apps use the backend where the business logic of the system is implemented. And of course, creating a beautiful front-end app with the best UX and UI is a crucial part of every project, because this is what users are seeing first, when they use the product. But usually it's not more than 40, 50, maybe maximum 60% of the total effort of the project. So there are also other components which I mentioned before. So the backend business logic, database model, API, integration, external integration with external systems. And that also needs to be designed and developed for the project to succeed. So cross-platform technology addresses only front-end mobile app part of the development. So only that small part of the project. Maybe for non-tech savvy person looking at the team composition will be easier to visualize the different roles required for the development team to be able to finish the project. So on the left-hand side, you can see the development team, which has a native mobile app component, so the Android and iOS application. And on the right-hand side, you can see the lineup of the development team, which will develop the cross-platform app component. And the differences in the team composition is minor, as you can see. With the cross-platform tech, you're able to replace 2 team members, so the Android and iOS developer, with 1 cross-platform developer. If the team is bigger, for example, if you have 6 native developers in your team, probably you would be able to replace them with 4 cross-platform developers. Having this smaller team is a huge advantage when it comes to the mobile component development process. But on the other hand, it's a minor change to overall team lineup, as you can see. So we've prepared a sample estimation of the project. Here is a small to medium-sized project which is developing a mobile app system with native mobile components, so a separate Android and separate iOS native code. And if you're interested in diving a little bit deeper into this breakdown, you can download our ebook about the cross-platform versus native development. You can find the link in the chat to our website where you can download the ebook. On another slide, you can see the calculation of the project estimation with cross-platform app component. So the same project with native mobile app component will take a little over 200 man days. Using a cross-platform, it might take only about 164 man days. So this is the total number of working days of the team, of whole team. And finally, we have a project cost comparison. So in monetary terms, the price difference between native and cross-platform development in this example, which equates to a little under $15,000, it's only a saving of approximately 18% of the total development cost. So in fact, the cost reduction depends on the project, and sometimes it can be as little as low as 5%. And especially if you factor in complicated user interface, which will be hard to implement in cross-platform, or if your project has a really big, complicated backend server solution that will take most of the development time. I would say that in some certain projects, we are able to save a little more, but in our experience, the maximum has been around 20% mark. So that's the answer to that maybe simple question, but the answer is a little bit more complicated so that you will understand the whole context.